Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today we will be learning about arrays. So actually this is not different from the list. It's just more types of kind of lists that you want to learn. So we will learn about tuples first. Tuple is basically a list but with brackets. There are some stuff in tuples that you can't use in lists, and some stuff in lists that you can use in tuples, but they are like a little bit equal, like they are similar. But anyways, so for example, let me make some friends using a tuple. Let me just name this friends. So I'm going to name this friend Tony, Jerry, Mike, and then I'm going to print friends. So what would you think it will like be a little different? Actually, it's not going to be different. It will actually print the tuple out. And the only difference when you print it is just that there are normal brackets instead of normal brackets. As you can see, now it is properly printed. Also, you can actually use this feature like any feature of this. It's pretty much like the same thing as in lists. When you can do this, for example, let me print out Mike. It will only print out Mike, as you can see here. Okay, so let me show you some other cool stuff. So a cool feature is that you can actually turn this into a list. So for example, what list of friends equal list friends, and then let me print out list of friends. And as you can see, it prints out as a list. But you can actually change something inside it, and then you can make it a tuple again. So for example, list of friends 0 equal Toby, and then I'm going to make something else. Tuple list of friends, and then I'm going to print out friend. So what this actually means, so So the original tuple is here, and then you're going to turn it into a list, and then change something, then make it into a tuple again, and then take that variable and put it in here, and that's how you do that. And as you can see as well, that it is now Toby instead of Tony. And let's say I want to change it to like Sophia. And then instead of Toby, it will print out Sophia. So that is that's a pretty cool feature in my opinion. Also, there can also be single tuples. So for example, Tony. Then I'm going to run it. So there's probably going to take something different out and just print it. Okay, well this is yeah, but this is actually not a tuple. So for tuples, it is actually you have to add a comma. You have to add a comma for it to be an actual tuple. So let's print that, and as you can see here, it prints out as a tuple. So let's learn about sets now. So for example, fruits equal, this time it is it's this type. So for example, let's oh my god, what am I doing? Okay, so fruits like anything, honestly. You know what? Let me add another one. So apple, mango, watermelon, apple. Print fruits. So do you notice anything weird? It's that apple is not repeated, and that's because sets, it does not include duplicated strings. So in sets, you could also check if there's a specific string in the set. So for example, print apple in fruits. So it should be true, because apple is actually in in fruits. So let's take something that doesn't exist in the set. So for example, print orange in fruits. So it will print false, as you probably know. But if I want to add that, let's say I want to add it. So fruits dot add orange, and then let's try and print it, and it will most likely say true. So what if I actually printed the fruits by itself? Will it show? Yes, it will show. So when you are removing something in a set, you can particularly, or just, you can actually use anything in the any way that you want. So if you want to remove something, you could actually do it the way that you would do to a list. So for example, use .pop. So if I don't put anything in that, it will actually print the first one. It will actually print the first one, you know. By the way, there is another one called discard. So let's go with 1. Actually, you know what? Let's leave it. So unlike remove, if it fails, it will not raise an error. I was completely wrong. Okay, well that was a little so discard none. Discard, it is none. So usually it will print out an error, but unlike remove, it will not print out an error. So let's go for mango. Fruits.discard mango. Boom. Boom. Fruits.discard mango, and then I'm going to print fruits, and here you go. It is watermelon. Here is watermelon. Also, about this DL thing, you could actually delete a specific string from it. For example, del fruits 1. You can use this in list. You can use this in lists as well. Oh, by the way, you cannot do that. I was joking. So there are 2 ways to make, like, join 2 sets together. Fruits to equal orange. What? You know what? Let's just put something that's not fruits. It's fine, honestly. And let's put a tomato. Tomato, the only fruit that goes on pizza. Now I'm going to use something unexpected. So fruits dot onion. I don't know if that's the correct one. Maybe I spelled it wrong. I don't know. So let's try it, and it will what? Oh, sorry, I forgot something important. Fruits 3 equal, and now we can actually add fruits 3 instead of fruits, and then it should, yep, it added it all. And I think that is the same way for update. Let's try and run that. And there's basically none. But don't worry guys, this time I was expecting it, because there should not be that. So let's go for just fruits, and then it should join them, just like how you see it. Okay, and there is something called intersection update. So for example, let's go for mango. So when I told you that there can be any duplicated stuff, so you could actually do this intersection update, and this will only print out the intersected string, and this only keeps the intersected. For example, basically a circle and a circle, and they're like intersecting, you know, and you find some sort of number in the gap between it. You've probably took it in math or not. So there is another method, and it only needs intersection. X equal. So let's try X. Remember, you could name these anything, these variables, into anything, absolutely anything. Let me just try and change that up a bit. Oh, oops, that already exists. Apple. Let's say apple. And it's printed apple here. And there's also something called symmetric intersection update, maybe? Sorry, it's symmetric difference update. So symmetric difference update. And then I'm going to remove this, and that fruits. So what this will do is this will oh my god, I'm dumb. Sorry. This should have been symmetric difference update. So this will print between the two sets, except for the intersected strings. So you can notice that there's no apple, because there is apple in the two sets. So you're telling Python to not include the intersected strings. And finally, dictionaries. So dictionaries are something a little bit related to sets. Well, not really related since, but it actually includes this type of brackets. So dictionary equal. So this is a little different, because you don't just go like this. You actually split them up, and you can do this by clicking enter. So let's get started. So for example, let me make a card. Let me make a card for a dictionary. So unlike unlike most of these arrays, dictionaries can actually include lists. And there's this special thing in dictionaries, the colon. So this is usually used for some sort of indentation, but in dictionaries it doesn't really matter. So let's say 2021 for this, and then you have to add a comma, else it will just make an error. And that's why the comma is important in some scenarios. So brand, let's say it's a Ferrari. Actually, never mind. Electric true. Available colors. Whoops. Available colors equal, and this is a list now. So for example, let's use red, blue, black, best color of any car, and yellow. And then let's print it out. Print car. So it will print it as if it's some sort of set, but it actually includes this. But it actually includes the list. So this can contain integers, strings, true, and lists as well. And that's a good thing. And for example, let's go for car 0. So let me show you something. You cannot do this, unlike most of arrays. To actually access something in it is actually typing the title of the thing. So let's try it now, and then it will print out 2021, as you can see here. And let's say I want to print out all of the keys here. So let's say car equal car dot keys, and then let's run it, and then it will print out the dictionary keys, which is year, brand, electric, available colors. And if you want to print out all of the values, then you just do values like that, and it will print out 2021 Ferrari true, red, blue, black, yellow, and these type of stuff. And you can also change something while it's there. For example, car 1. Oops, sorry. Car brand equal McLaren. And it will print out, instead of a Ferrari, it prints out a McLaren. Same thing goes for like available colors. Let's change it into another type of list. So green, oops, green, white, teal. Actually, teal is a color, so don't say that it isn't. You can search it up if you want. And then let's run it, and it will give you something a lot different. It will say that available colors: green, white, teal. So let's say I want to print it out normally first. So print car. That's all you have to do if you want to print it out normally at first, and then like print it after the change. And let's say I want to add every type of item into another dictionary. All I have to do is just do this: x equal car dot items, and then I'm going to print out car, and then it will print out everything into a different dictionary. Well, this looks kind of more like a tuple. So year 2021, brand 2021. So this is actually just the normal one. So let's go into the ones that we did. So dictionary items, year 2021, brand Ferrari, electrical true, available colors red, blue, black, yellow. So this is how you print it in different types of arrays. And you can also update something while you do this. For example, car electric equal false, for example. And then let's try to run it, and then it's just false instead of true. So that is a pretty good feature in sets. And I want to show you something. You could actually do this, but if that actually does not exist, for example, has an engine equal false. So it will actually not make an error. What it will actually do is that it will make another thing, has an engine equal false. And that thing about dictionaries is that when you want to remove something, there is delete, there's pop item, and clear. So you've probably heard about all of them except for pop item. So pop item, if you so car.pop item, then putting car. So oops, and then put in car. So also I want to tell you something. If you're using Python that's 3.7 or lower, this will actually remove something random. But since we are in Python 3.8 and higher as well, it will only remove the last one. And that is year 2021, brand Ferrari, electric true. But now it will add everything except for available colors. And that's pretty much everything about the available arrays. So I hope you have learned something valuable in all of my tutorials, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.